What's good, people? It's Lewis or bbrights and I am back with a brand new video. Today we've got part 4 of the big room PsyTrance tutorial. For anyone that's confused why it's part 4 and not part 2, the first two parts I did for the PsyTrance is this part here, which is going to be the second drop. But obviously last episode we switched up and made it a big room PsyTrance, so the first drop being the big room style sound with the PsyTrance bass on top of the big room kick. And yeah, so that's why it's part 4 rather than part 2. So yeah, today we're going to be working on the build up and the drop leads, and depending on how long we've been recording, I might start the break. If not, I'll leave that for next episode. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Before we get started though, I'd like to say a massive thank you for the incredible amount of support this past month. It's been incredible. We're almost at 10,000 subs. I'm giving out a free sample pack, a mini one of 3 different genres inside, so it could be like a mini big room, a mini progressive, and a mini deep house, for example. Just let me know in the comments what mini pack you would like to see in the triple free sample pack for the 10,000 sub special, and I'll get around. I'm currently working on it. It's just nice to get an understanding on what you people want. So yeah, let me know in the comments. And yeah, so last episode we worked on the kick, some drums, added a stab, come up with a basic drop melody which is just piano, and we come up with some simple 4 simple things for the build. So this is what we finished with last episode. Yeah, with an awesome piano drop, which we're going to change with some powerful drop synths in this episode. So the first one we're going to be doing is working on the build up, getting a nice sound for that, so it will have a nice transition into the drop. So the first thing we're going to be doing is adding some effects and risers. I have a couple in mind that I want to add, so straight away we're going to be going into the Ralph Cowell sample packs. We're looking for the LFO riser. We could make one ourselves with a preset, but to save time, we're going to be using one of these ones. There's Summer in here. There it is. So we're going to be using this one, and then we're going to add a phasing type one that is found in a Sticks free sample pack somewhere. Might be in here. Yep, Sticks, and it's this one right here. That's the one we're going to be adding. And then lastly is the Cashmere one in the volume 1 pack, which is this one right here, if I can find it. Sweep up long. That one right there. They're the 3 going to be adding for now. We're probably going to add some more with like some sweep downs and actual sweep ups to help with the transition. But they're the 3 we're going to be adding for now. So let's just add these in, get the volumes right, and we'll go from there. So first we're going to work with the LFO one. So name this Riser 1. Add it to the mixer. Turn it down, and let's get the volume right. So first of all, I'm going to turn up the in knob here to not make it as aggressive volume straight away. That's good for now. Next we're gonna add is the nice phasing airy one. So as you can see, bleeds over, because this one automatically stretched in time. So what we're going to do, instead of just doing what we normally do, is we're just going to cut off a tiny bit at the start just so we can stretch this in. But as you can see, it will bleed into the part where the pre-drop vocal is going to be, so we need to bring it back even more. So we need to bring it back there, and then we can pull back and drag the rest in. And then we're going to turn the in knob all the way up quite significantly, just so it's a nice gradual increase of volume rather than an instant. It's not, we want it to fade in nice and smoothly. So like that, we're going to name this Riser 2. Like that. Add that into the mixer. Remember never to solo the sound. For volume, you want to start off by doing the volume with everything playing so it sounds nice, and then you can go in and solo it and tweak it with EQ or whatever else. But whilst you're getting the volume levels right, you want to get the volume levels right whilst everything else is playing, because that's what the listener's going to hear. So yeah, that's another tip for you people. Nice, and the same for this one. We're going to do the same thing, but we just got to cut off this end here, just because if I was to move it back, it's obviously a riser, so it will speed up. Right there, so we need to adjust this quickly. Let's stretch this in time. Should be good. And then, as you can hear right here, it will have like a nice low end pop. To get rid of that, just change the declicking mode to either generic or smooth, and it will give a nice fade effect there. So I'm pretty sure we need to pitch this down 1, because I think it's an E minor or just an E riser. Yeah, so I'm just going to name this Riser 3. Do the same thing, get the volumes right. Nice, so that's good for now. So now it's a lot more filled up with effects. Next we're going to add a nice ride pitching. This helps with, it's in the Cashmere pack, it just helps because it pans from left to right, builds energy and excitement and stuff like that. So the one we're going to be using is in the VIP Friends, and I believe it's that one right there. So this is what we're going to add. You can see we need to stretch this in time, so let's enable stretch. We're going to stretch it like that, and then always remember to reset the pitch, because you've just stretched it, so the pitch will change. And then what we're going to do here is name this ride pitch. It's classed as an effect, also a drum, so I think we'll just make it the same color and bring it down here. And then we're going to turn up the in knob again. Alright, there we need to cut off the end bit there, because again it's going to bleed in. We don't need that. Turn on generic. And now it's a lot more filled up. Now we're going to add the drop claps here. We're going to see what this sounds like with this one here. Remember to cut off the part here because it's going to interfere with the snare. We don't want that. And I'm just going to do that like that. And we can probably add the stabbing, but we're going to filter it with a... Where's the stab? We're going to filter it with a Fruity Love filter. Like that. Nice. So I think we're going to add one more thing just for now, and that's going to be some like a nice low reeds bass type sound. But we're going to take the sub out of it due to it being in the war horn stab thing. We could either take the low end out of the war horn and then keep it in the reeds bass, or do vice versa. So we can see what sounds best for the moment. So it's going to name it as reeds bass, and we're going to add that in underneath the sustain note. We also are going to experiment if we should pitch the last 4 bars here. We probably will end up doing that, just sounds better, but we'll see. Make this my same blue. And I think we'll go in my deep house pack, because there is 3 Reed's house or Reed's bass samples, apologies, that is in my volume 2 essentials. Probably go with that one. Let's find where this is so we can put it next to it. Right there. So let's just hold shift and then highlight over the sample and scroll up or down to move it. So now it's right next to it. Make the same color. And obviously the key of the song is D sharp minor. We're just going to loop that. Remember to always cut off the last bar, we don't need it. And then we're going to cut off the sub region around up to 80 Hz, you see in the top left. Remember to enable stretch mode, 12 semitone range, and then pitch the last 4 bars, like that. Maybe we don't even need to. Oh yeah, as the sample has loop points, we don't even need to do the mode for stretch. Does it itself. And if you remember before from my previous tutorial on how to improve your build-ups, we're going to automate this frequency bit here. So we're just going to do that. That's what we're going to end up doing. So we'll take with the low end out to build tension. We're just going to right click to create an automation clip. The last 4 bars will go up to about 35%. Wonderful. Let's see what we've got now. So now I've decided that we are going to pitch the last 4 bars. Let's see what it sounds like. Nice. So next we're going to add a cowbell. The cow I'm going to be using is from the same sample pack I got the kick from. It's the TBR mystery kick. This one right here. It's got a nice cowbell. He uses it in every track he makes, so it's signature TBR cowbell. Right there, but we're not going to use the fill, we're just going to cut that bit there. There we go. So we just cut that the first 2 beats of the fill. I'm just going to put it in underneath the stab. And we'll put it up here next to the snare, make this green, and rename it TBR cowbell. Put that in next to the snare bit here, turn it down. There we go. So now I think we'll move on to the drop synths now. Get a nice idea going, because then we can add them into the build-up, filter them in, do whatever needs to be done. So yeah, we'll move on to the drop synths. So this is the melody we made last episode. Yeah, so we're just going to replace this with a silent one. We have quite a few places to choose from. I recently downloaded the producers group, if I remember rightly, the free producer starter pack volume 3 from Revealed. They do one every few months. It's really good. This one has an incredible, like really powerful presets for the leads. If we add more polyphony, so we can add more voices, it will add the harmonies here. So now I've just heard this, I think we're going to use this as the main synth for the drop, so we're just going to call this main drop synth. I think we're going to add a couple of support layers to help this. Let's make this a nice, sure, we'll go with that. That's a bit loud, so I'm just going to add it here for now. Turn it down. I'm just going to find 2 or 3 more sounds just to support this. We're going to add one more that does the harmonies, and then the other one's going to be just doing the high notes here, these ones, and then the other one's going to be the low notes, so it has a full range of harmonization added to it. So I'm just going to clone 3 of these silents. Remember to save your work frequently by pressing Ctrl S, always helpful. Remember, hold Shift, scroll up, and you can move samples, synths underneath just to keep organized. So yeah, move them there. I'm going to name this Support Layer 1. LY is short for layer. I'm going to rename these quickly. Like that. I'm going to load in the Revealed bank again, see if we can find I also downloaded a couple presets from Splice, these 4 here. I really like this one, so this can be the first support layer. And we're going to remove the high harmonization, so the D sharp, the F and the F sharp. And it sounds like this. Nice. So I like this lead here, but I'm not sure how it's going to fit in. So we'll have a experiment, see what it sounds like. I need to turn down the release, it's incredibly long. because I really like the grittiness to it from the distortion, or the overdrive distortion. So we can see what this sounds like, and like I said just a second ago, we removed the high harmony from this part, so now in this synth, we're going to remove the low harmony, so the B, the C sharp, and the D sharp. And we're going to add this in, and this sounds like this. I think we might turn that down because it's a little higher in the octave range. Sounds decent. And then the last preset is going to just be mimicking this one with the harmonization part. So I think we'll use one of these. We'll probably end up using the pitchback main lead. See what that sounds like. Wonderful. Sounds really good so far. So obviously all of these are unprocessed at this moment, so they're going to sound awful and all muddy. Like that. So next we're going to just quickly go through and EQ each individual track, just like cut some frequencies, low end out, stuff like that. You see what I've done there? I panned one of them 30% right when the other one 30% left. I'm going to quickly go back into that main synth just to turn down the release just a tiny bit. Like that. And then now we're going to be quickly doing the sidechain reverb just to fill in these long gaps here. The sidechain reverb will just completely fill out and that sounds really nice. So we're going to do that right now. So what you need to do is just scroll down the mixer, find one that you're not going to use. Go to Layout, Dock to. You can have a dock to the left or dock to the right. I'll just dock to the right because it's completely out of the way, but it's constantly there. We're going to name this SC, short for sidechain verb. Make that a nice purple, sure. And then we're going to add a Valhalla room. We're going to use the ambient plate preset. The low cut will be at 600 Hertz. The depth will be at 65%. The size will be at 50%. And the decay will be at, we'll start off at 5 seconds, but we might change that. And then what you do is you go to the synth that's in the mixer slot, and you just left click the arrow down here. And now the reverb will be on this synth. And then to turn down the mix level, you just turn down this knob here. I'm just going to copy these values so they're all the same. Next, in slot 7 or any slot below the reverb, I usually do it in slot 7. You want to add a fruity limiter. We're just doing the sidechain reverb. I also made a tutorial on this, so go check out my channel. A couple of videos back, you can check that out. So I'm just going to speed through this because I've already done a tutorial on this. So now I just remembered we've actually made a mistake. I'm going to quickly make an edit because if you realized, you have to choose a sidechain signal, and as I've layered all these three there, you can only choose one. So I'm just going to quickly make an edit and fix this issue, otherwise it will just take up unnecessary time. So apologies for that, and I'll be back in a second. And now I'm back. Apologies for that. I completely forgot about that. So what I've just done to solve that, I just made 3 of the bus chains, and I've just linked the support layer that's playing identical MIDI here is linked to the same mixer channel, which is number 40, and I've just made 2 separate layers, 41 and 42, and I just made the exact same identical chain mix level for all 3 of them. So now with all the sidechain reverb, it sounds like this. So yeah, now we can actually go through and process the ones, each sample individually, rather than smacking it all on one mixer state. I'm not a big fan of doing that. That is a lot that's an incredible easier way, so you can only have one of these chains. But I'd just like to have more freedom over each individual sound, so that's why I've done it this way. So for this one, it's going to be the main synth, so this is going to be the most in your face. But I also want the sound of this grittiness to be in your face as well. So I need to redo the EQs here. Got to redo everything again. So now for this, I'm just going to add a Noveltech character. We're going to target the 50 Hertz or 50% area. Probably gets it in your face. Next I'm going to add a OTT. Turn it up to 20%. And then we're going to do something similar, but we're not going to use Noveltech character, we're going to use Synthesizer for this synth here. Because it's already just as, if not the original sound in general, is a little more powerful than this one here. So we don't want to do the same process, and otherwise it will just overpower the grittiness. Like that. Now for this one we are going to add a Noveltech character, but instead of targeting the halfway mark, we're going to target around the 75 area. And we'll do about 60-75% of the character knob. Obviously we need to add sidechain, so we'll do that after, but just for now we're just going to quickly listen to it, what we've got so far. To just bear in mind there is no sidechain on this, so this is what we have so far. Yeah. So what we're also going to do is add an EQ underneath the reverb here and cut around 500 Hertz on each. So it'll cut. So as it's routed here, it won't affect the original signal of this. It will just affect the signal of the reverb. That's why we're doing that. I just did that so we can remove that one. Maybe turn it down to about 400 because you can hear the thinness of it. Nice. And obviously we're going to add a sidechain here. we add this into the build up. It sounds like this. So it's getting there so far. The general idea is there. It sounds a bit plain at the moment, so we'll come back to that and fix that. We are going to add a bit more processing. We could even add 1 or 2 more layers just to thicken up the sound, but this is the general idea what we have so far. So yeah, I think we're going to just add this into the build up here, and then we're going to pitch the last 4/2 here. So for what's this we're going to do here? So we're going to add a fruity simplon, or fab filter simplon, my apologies. So yeah, apologies for that. I didn't realise my OBS stopped recording. So yeah, I did try and make a filter bus here, but it wasn't working. I need to try and figure out if anyone knows how to add add these to a bus here for sidechain reverb and add all them to one bus so I can filter it at once rather than adding 3 separate filters. Please let me know. That'd be very much appreciated. I'm doing a tutorial, but then I need someone to teach me something. How ironic. So yeah. So just for today, I'm just going to add 3 separate fab filter simplons, just so we can filter. So let me mute this for now. Just going to create an automation clip like that, and then we're going to make a unique here, and we're just going to call this first drop build, because we do want to pitch the last 4 bars, or the last 3 bars, if you will. So we're going to build this up here like this, so it's going to filter up. And it's going to filter back down while it's pitching up. And then right at the end, it's going to come all the way back up and it's going to drop. So yeah, we're also going to do it again like 2 more times for these synths here. So we're just going to literally click the down arrow, left click save preset as, and drag it to this, and it just copies everything the same, so you don't lose anything. Or if you want to make it a lot easier on yourself, you can double click the automation clip, click the left arrow in the top left, articulator, copy state, double click the one you want to paste it on, articulator, paste state, done, like that. So then now this will be the same filter. Like I said, yeah, if anyone knows how to have sidechain reverb like this, the way I've set it up, it would be a lot easier if I could add them all to one mixer and still do sidechain reverb. So obviously I can do it the Fruity Peak controller way, but it's a lot easier. I like the sound of the Fruity limiter way. So if anyone knows how to add these to a bus alongside these 3 here, please let me know. It would be much appreciated. So yeah, so now we've just done it this way. It's fine for now. So we're going to add them all into each other like that, so they're out of the way. So what we're going to do here is change the grid to triplets, I'm just going to do this rhythm here while it's pitching up. And then right at the end, for the last bar, like that. Perfect. And I'm just going to paste this on all the other patterns. Like that. Lovely. And the last one. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is pitch these. So what we want to do is make sure the pitch bend in the plugin has 12, and then you want to add it, change it to 12 here. And then for this sake, this is another technique. So I'm happy I can teach you this rather than having people teach me something. This is a tutorial after all. So what we're going to do is create one pitch automation clip, and also take advice as well. If when you're creating automation clips, make sure you have a selected area like this selected, otherwise it'll just keep creating automation clips as long as the whole track. And it's rather frustrating. So yeah, just going to pitch the last bars here, but instead of creating 4 separate ones, we're going to change the pitch range like we did before. We're going to right click the pitch, link to controller, and then we're going to find main drop synth channel pitch and accept it. And what that does is it links the pitch knob to this automation clip here. So you only need to make one automation clip rather than 4 or 7, however many layers you have. Like again, link to controller and main drop synth. So we'll do it one more time, and as you can hear when I play it, you'll hear that all of them are doing the same pitch even though there's one automation pitch going on. So it sounds like this. This is 24, so it might sound a little different. There we go. So now we have the drop synths in. Apologies. Now we have the drop synths in, we can start adjusting the drum volumes, because you can see the claps don't really stand out above the drop synths. So for these, I do want to add some nice crispy high end. And turn it up a little bit. And the last thing we're going to do for this tutorial is just add some effects in, some like down sweeps in the drop, maybe some crowd effects. So the first thing we're going to add, I'm going to go into one of the Kevu sample packs. I think it's in the Cell Recordings, it's in one of these. It's in one of these packs. There's a nice big old crowd, this one right here. We've got that for the first drop. Just a nice crowd. It adds energy. Trying to keep that named as crowds. Next, we're going to add a sweep down. I'm going to get that from the revealed sample pack. The effects tools, downlifters, like that. So just getting some volume levels right there. Doesn't matter if that it's clipping. Perfectly fine. The last thing we're going to add is the generic cashmere stab, but what we're going to do with it is not make it prominent in the mix. Just going to be in the back just to fill up some certain spaces. So we're just going to use this one here. But what we're going to do is we're going to pull it here and it's going to pitch with the kick, so it's going to go B and C sharp. So I'm just going to name this stab B, make it the same green. I'm just going to pitch this down 5, I believe. So you want to go 5 semitones down from E to B. Yep. And then make a unique. Rename this C sharp. And then this is 3. Like that. Sounds very nice. So I'm just going to add this in there, and we're going to take some of the high off. I'm going to add a nice side chain. Let's see what that sounds like with the actual drop. There we go. Proper nice, feels a bit nice. So we could see what this sounds like if we just added a D sharp stab underneath that one. So if we make this a unique quick, see what this will sound like. All we need to do is pitch this down 1, E to D sharp. So yeah, we still need to do some work with the drop synths, get the volumes right, maybe do some more layering and processing to fan them up, make them a fair sound. But I think we're going to leave it there for today's episode. I do apologise for some of the hiccups. is all live. It's not a pre-record or pre-stage. It's just going straight from what comes up in my brain to what I record. So I do apologise for that. Next episode, I guess we're gonna complete the drop synths and then add some more effects and sweeps to sweep up into the break. And then obviously the main part of next episode will be starting the break. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the like button. Helps the channel grow, makes me happy. I'm doing a live stream on Saturday. I'm going to be reviewing more demos. And yeah, also like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have any genre suggestions for the 10,000 subscriber free sample pack, drop them in the comments, let me know. It's always helpful so I know what to give you people. And yeah, that's that for that video, and have a nice day. In a bit.